Okay, I'm going to show you quickly how to calculate standard deviation on your calculator. So over here we've got a set of measurements from a population of blue swimmer crabs with different shell lengths. So we're going to go to Stat, and we are going to edit, so hit enter, and now we're going to create a list of our measurements. So 120 and 145, 99, 101, and I'm not going to put all of these in here, but I'll put in 6 of them. Okay, so there's my first 6 data points. I'm going to go back to Stat again, Stat, and now I need to go over here to Calc. So go Calc, and we want one variable stats. We've only got one variable, which is shell length. So I'm going to select that with enter, enter one last time, and voila, out comes the statistics that we need. So X bar, that stands for mean. So the mean of this 6 sample data set is 115, blah, blah, blah. Capital SX, that's our standard deviation. N, sample size. Remember, I put in 6 values. If we go down, a few more statistics, the minimum, median, and maximum of our population, and also the first and third quartiles, but you don't really need any of that. So the good stuff is up here. X bar, standard dev, and the sample size of the population. Okay. Really, that's all you're going to need to be able to do for the quiz. Besides that, if you look at a graph, so you need to be able to recognize, for example, the difference in standard deviation. So here's 2 populations, red and blue. The standard deviation for red is much smaller because there's much less spread or less variable characteristics, whatever we're measuring here, compared to population B, which is much more spread out, meaning that there's a wider variety and it's more distributed across that population. So the standard deviation is significantly larger. So you need to be able to compare 2 populations like that. And then lastly, remembering the sort of distribution along this, which is called a normal distribution or a standard curve. Okay, so 68% are within this first standard deviation either way. Okay, this is the Greek letter mu. Okay, that just is another symbol representing the mean. Okay, that's the symbol mu. You don't really need to know that. All right.